Welcome student. Today we study the plant morphology and the sub point is our leaf. There is initially we study the definition of leaf. How it is or how is leaf defined? It is defined as the flattened lateral outgrowth of the stem or branch which is developing from the node and have a bud in its axil is called leaf. So there are two types of leaf. Number one, simple leaf, and number second, compound leaf. Simple leaf, when it is consist of single leaf blade and its lamina is entire but depth is not up to the petiole, is known as a simple leaf. And for example, mango and cotton leaf are the example of simple leaf. Then the second is the compound leaf. When the lamina is divided into small pieces and each piece is called leaflet, the entire leaf is called compound leaf. Then there are two main subtypes there is a pinnately compound leaf and second one is the palmately compound leaf. Pinnately compound leaf, this type of leaf lamina divided up to the midrib and forms leaflet. For example, rose and gulmohar are the example of pinnately compound leaf. Then the second subtype is the palmately compound leaf. Palmately compound leaflets are attached at the tip of petiole and looks like as a palm, so it is known as a palmately compound leaf. Then we study the different parts of leaf. There is a leaf apex. Number second one is the leaf margin. Next one is the leaf blade or leaf lamina. Then the midvein or midrib. Then the veinlets. Then the petiole. Then the stipule. And last one is the leaf base. These are the parts of leaf. So their typical leaf consists of all above mentioned leaf parts. Then we study in details different parts of leaf. Number one, leaf base. Leaf base is the basal part of leaf which is attached to the stem. In many plants, the leaf base expands into a sheath which is closely attached with stem. For example, monocotyledon type grasses are the example. Number second part is the petiole. It is the stalk of leaf. A long petiole pushes out the leaf blade so that it helps to secure or receive maximum or more sunlight. Then when petiole is absent in leaf, that time it is said to be sessile, and when petiole is present in leaf, that time it is said petiolate. Number third one part is the leaf blade or lamina. It is the green expanded portion of leaf which is important part of leaf in order to manufacturing of food for entire plant, so that leaf lamina is green color and it make or manufacture the food in the presence of sunlight, and photosynthesis process is done. Chloroplast, chlorophyll is the important factors or constituent of photosynthesis. Then the fourth one part is the vein. A strong vein as a midrib. It runs centrally through the leaf blade from its base to apex. That is known as a midrib, and this midrib produce large number of lateral veins, which is known as a veinlets. Then the fifth one is the stipule. It is the lateral and additional joint of leaf, borne as its base. It is always green color. The main function of stipule is to protect the young leaves in bud stage, and when it is green color, it manufacture the food material as a like leaf and provide to the further growth of leaf or leaf bud. When stipules are present in leaf, that time it is said to be stipulated, and when stipule is absent, it is called as a exstipulated. Then we study the functions of leaf. There are different functions, but the number one and important function is the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the primary function of leaf to manufacture the food in the presence of sunlight during the photosynthesis process, like sugar, starch, and it provide to the entire plant. And chlorophyll is the main constituent which is take a major part or major role in photosynthesis of leaves. Then we study the second function, interchange the gases. Through the lower surface of leaf, regular exchange of gases is take place, like oxygen and carbon dioxide, between the atmosphere and plant body. Through the numerous and very minute opening mouth-like structure is known as a stomata, which is always remain open during the daytime. The purpose of exchange the gases is to respiration and manufacturing of food material to the entire plant. Then the third function is the evaporation of water and transpiration. The excess water absorbed by the root hairs and it evaporate during the daytime through the lower surface of leaf, mainly through the stomata. So excess water released into the atmosphere by the stomata, and it is known as evaporation. Next one is the storage of food. Fleshy and succulent leaves of desert plant always store the quantity of water and food material. Fleshy scales of onion store up the water and the food material for the further development or further growth of that plant. For example, onion bulbs are the example of scale leaves. Then last one is the vegetative propagation. Leaves are sprout leaf of plant. Leaves are sprout the plant and produce the buds on them, and it is mainly used for vegetative propagation of plant. For example, bryophyllum plant, which is locally known as a air plant, its leaves are produce the leaf buds on leaf, and these buds are able to sprout or capable to make a new plant as like it. So vegetative propagation is the main function of leaf. Then we study the modification of leaf. The leaves are modified to perform its specialized function, and the modification of leaves are as following. Number 1, leaf tendrils. Leaf is modified into a slender wiry-like structure. It is closely looks like as a coil-like structure, is known as a tendrils, and it is always known as a climbing organ of the plant. For example, pea plant is the example. Leaves are the example of leaves are modified as a leaf tendrils, and which are grow with the support or climb with support. Then the leaf spine. Leaves whole or partially modified for defense purpose into a sharp pointed structure is known as a spine. For example, in cactus plant, spines are appeared. That is the example of leaf spine. And third one is the scale leaves. These are the thin, dry and stalkless leaves. It is fleshy structure, and water and food material is stored in it for the further development of plant. For example, onion bulbs are the example of scale leaves. Then the next one modification of leaf is the phyllodes. Phyllodes is the petiole or any part of rachis become flattened or wing-like structure or shape, and then it is turned into green color. That is known as a phylloid. That is the wing-like structure and flattened. For example, Australian acacia is the example of phylloid. And lastly, student, we study the subtypes of compound leaf, which is discussed in initially of this video. That is the number 1 subtype, pinnately compound leaf. Pinnately compound leaf, there are following types found. There is a bipinnate leaf, second one is the unipinnate leaf, and third one is the D-compound. These are the examples of pinnately compound leaf. And second one is the subtype of compound leaf is palmately compound leaf, and it is number 1, trifoliate. There is a 3 leaves appeared. Number 2, bifoliate compound leaf. There is a 2 leaves appeared on petiole. Then the multifoliate compound leaf. There is a more than 3 leaves are appeared. And number 4th one is the unifoliate compound leaf. There is a unifoliate compound leaf. there is a, for example,